All right, day 4. So we're closing in on Girona. I managed to get myself unstuck from my previous position, where we had to make the U-turn. So we should be smooth sailing again, I hope. Anyways, welcome and thanks for watching, by the way. This is Virtual Reality Biketour from Barcelona to Pisa in Italy. This uses the technology from VZfit called VZfit or VZfit. Yeah. Imaging is from Google Street View. I'm actually really sore in my body today, so hopefully I can do a full hour. Been doing some other exercises. Got some muscle pain from doing some squats earlier, so hopefully my legs can hold out. My end goal today, if I can do it, is to get down to 999 kilometers to go, which means I would have done 40 kilometers, which is my average. So can't even talk, which has been my average per day so far over the first 3 days of biking. I try to keep on even pace on the RPMs. I want to stay between 85 and 90. I put down the difficulty in the game to 3 because I use a little bit higher resistance on my bike, which I don't want to turn down. I feel it gives me a better burn. And it's a better cardio, which is ultimately the end goal, to get a good workout. Get some good cardio in, and I just realized I forgot to put on the fan. My fan I use is to both simulate the resistance from the air when you bike, and to keep myself cool. I can realize now that I'm already sweating, so I'm just gonna stop for a little second here and go turn on the fan. There we go. Now I just gotta find the bike again. There we go. Oh, much better. That actually feels like I'm going biking. That's the best part about this, though. You can just like put a fan or something and it will both add to the immersion of being inside and being on a bike in this environment, and it will add the effect to keep it cool as well. So I don't need to sweat down the headset too much. Which is also why I put on a bandana, as you can see before. Technically it's a face mask, but I use it as a bandana. It soaks up the sweat pretty nice. Keeps me warm in the winter and keeps me cool in the summer, so it's a pretty good face mask. Oh nice, stepped on the tractor. I know that feeling. That's the worst feeling when you're stuck on a tractor. When you're going somewhere and you're in a little bit of a hurry. And boom, the tractor just shows up out of nowhere. And it's constantly crossing traffic, so you can't get around it. And the music in the background. I actually got some copyright strikes on the Spotify playlist I had on yesterday for the day free video. That's why it took so long to upload it. I had to clear the audio tracks on the video on the songs that were the problem that had been struck. Oh no. So I'm putting it on a copyright-free music playlist made by Bass Rebels on Spotify. To use as my background music when I go biking. I mean, I could have put the audio aside and had no background, but you can plug it into my earphones, whatever, just listen to it by myself. But I imagine that would be quite boring for you as a viewer. I don't know, maybe you just turn off the sound altogether on the video and just have your own background sound. But I felt this was a pretty good compromise, I guess. I have no idea what's on that playlist, so this is going to be a new big surprise for me. I have a feeling I will not recognize any of the songs. I'm not much of a music guy. I feel like most of the music I like is something, in general, pretty much older music. I do like a lot of new songs though, but it's just like, I have no knowledge of anything. Like, everyone talks like about band members, all kinds of different information. Oh look, sign about Jerome, nice. This probably getting close, I hope. Yeah, what I was saying about music, like, when people start talking about, I was in tempo. But like trivia and stuff like that, when it comes to music in different fashions, I usually have no knowledge whatsoever. I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, that artist, I know that one. What's his name? That's usually how I feel when people start talking about music. Unknown bands, no idea who they are, to me. But like I hear people and they're like, oh yeah, they're so popular, they're so great, they have a huge fan base. Like, wait, why have I never heard of them? Yeah, that pretty much sums up how crap I am with music. I must say. Irona Guapt. Alright. I fucking love Spain, by the way. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but can't be repeated enough times. If I had to pick one place to be in, probably for the rest of my life, if I had to pick one spot, one country, regardless of how I feel about politics and everything about that in the country, I would definitely pick Spain. I love everything about Spain. Well, not politics, but so there's some things that I don't like about, but in general, this is pretty much the top country in my opinion. When it comes to the climate, the people, everything. It's been a while since I've been there though. Too many other places to travel. Now with Corona coming in, you're kind of limited on where you can go. I actually have a 3-week vacation right now, in the middle of my 2nd week. And, whoa, something got really sneaky with the routing. But yeah, like I was saying, I was in the middle of my 2nd week of vacation. And I originally had planned to go to Mexico. But, yeah, those plans kind of got spoiled. So, instead I'm at home doing this. Not a bad way to spend downtime, but definitely not the preferred way. I do love traveling. I think it's the biggest joy in life for me. Experience different places, different cultures. Which I think is part of the reason why I love this app. I love what it brings. Oh geez, that's a nice view. Oh well, I drifted. But yeah, this app is just so amazing in the way it works. The technology is amazing. There's a lot of different ways you can go biking in VR in a way. This is the only one that actually lets me do it in real time, and then my interactions count within the app that I found. It's the only one that actually connects to my bike using one sensor and one controller. What the fuck is that? Alright. It's also another thing, like if you come across something really cool in this app while you're around and you want to take a closer look at it, you can always just go into the pause menu, like right up there at the compass, press your A button on the controller, if that would work, and down here it's going to show the coordinates. There you go. So you can just go back at any given time, write the coordinates down. Then you can take like Google Earth, whatever, Wonder, get a VR app, or you can just go to Google Maps and just set it to that location, see what's actually there. It's a really great way to make reference points if you ever want to go on vacation or whatever. You can just explore the region using your bike, and then when you're actually going there, you can have like all sorts of locations already preset. It's one of the things I actually use this app and another app called Wander on the Quest store as well. Where you can just like go around the streets, anywhere, put in a location, put in an address, and go and visit. So the way, it's pretty much the only way that I actually do research for my vacations now. Granted, I haven't been able to go on them because of Corona, but I do the research, alright? It's the perfect way to just get a grip. See, like, oh shit, there's this restaurant that's pretty cool. Okay, which hotel do I probably want to stay at? Like all those kinds of things. Like, I want to see this when I get there. Okay, just book a hotel near this location and you're just like, bam, you're halfway there. It's a perfect way to do research. It's so much easier when you're actually navigating inside the streets where you want to go. You get a whole other perspective on it other than just browsing through pictures and guides and reviews, whatever you want to call. Whatever floats your boat, you know. I love getting some first-hand experience with things. Oh damn, it's so pretty out here. Oh wow. Yeah, Drifter was the, okay, it's switched hands on me. And I dropped my foot out of the pillow. Yeah, it's so pretty. Jeez, why is it switching lane like that? That's a weird one. Well, we can actually bypass a car in the tunnel with a full drawn line. Oh, you Google car. You rat bastard. Breaking the law. I'm gonna file a complaint with Google. That's funny, man. That is so funny. I mean, I would expect this from like any private person trying to map a route or something. This is taken straight from Google Street View. With Google employees driving around the Google car. And he's breaking the law. Man, I would not risk that if I had a job. I mean, I love my current job, driving trains and all. But if I got an opportunity to drive the Google cars, I don't think I could ever resist that opportunity. Like, get paid to travel and map the world. That would be a dream. That would be a real dream come true. Well, I'm not gonna complain. I mean, I love my job. Have a good life. Anytime we can afford to do something like this and just wink at it and say like, oh shit, that doesn't matter, that cost. And just wave it off and move on. It's a pretty good life. I've been blessed. Gotta say this as well, there's great co-workers in the train community. Everyone that works on the railroad is pretty much a stand-up person. It's people you can count on. And I absolutely love that. Everyone's helping each other out. So I guess a huge shout out to my coworkers. Some of the best people I know. I don't even like most people. Oh man. imagine if I had a real bike in this slope. I would just have to lean back, not pedal, not do anything. Just enjoy it. But that's not what's up, so guess I'll just have to deal with it. I mean, it goes both ways. When it goes uphill, I don't have to pedal extra hard, so thank God for that, right? Oh God. This is gonna be a long hour. My legs are killing me already. I should not have done all those squats. Oh my God. Alright. Keep my mind off it, keep my mind off it. Let's go, let's go. Where are we at? You're on the north. Okay. So I'm just gonna assume that we have already pretty much passed Verona by this point. And that we're too far inland to actually go through Girona. Which is a shame. Central Girona is pretty beautiful, in my opinion. There's a lot of nice buildings. A bunch of good restaurants too. I feel like I mentioned it in my day 3 video. Hold up. Oh, okay. You just get tricked by the route. Those kind of things, like when it starts going that way and then it just continues on the route you're already on, it's because the Google car is routing that way. And then it routes this way in another time. Like in another year, another week, month, whatever. So the time frame isn't stable, so I have to redo it from here at another time. It can be frustrating at times. Let's see, there's, I don't know if you can see that, that's 2016 Google water scan. Before I had 2019. So it's a 3-year difference from this footage, like, oh, now we're back on 2019. 2016, 2019. Yeah, it's swaps between the images in this part. And you see here again, we have to go out into this lane, and then we have this distortion, and then we're coming up the on-ramp. Oh, wow. God damn. It's beautiful with these hills, knowing that it's still warm. The only like big hills, mountains, whatever you want to call them, that we have here in Sweden is pretty much in the north. It's so freaking cold. It's just so much snow. And basically no summer up there whatsoever. And it's absolutely frustrating. I went to school there for a year, and it's the most miserable I've been in my entire life. I love my classmates, very good people, but it was such a big culture change and everything all at once for me. Difficult time. And with the weather and everything as well didn't help. I felt pretty isolated. So I'm guessing it's pretty much how most people feel during this corona crisis, I guess. In a way, at least. Yeah. I don't know. It's a very different place, the north compared to the south. In Sweden, I live in the very south, just across Denmark. God damn, which food? Oh, my flies are killing me. Almost half an hour. Doing pretty okay, I guess. Better than expected anyway. Whew. Alright. Ignore the pain, ignore the pain. Alright, where we at? Where we at? What's up? No idea what that is. But yeah, we're basically in the north of Girona. Well, in the north part of the city. And it's going to be way off to the coast, I think. So, that's another good way with the compass as well. If you have your bearings, and you know pretty much how the route goes, so if you have been there before, or you know the area, you can use the compass pretty much to tell you exactly where the places are going to be. I actually love the compass. I think that's a way to get the menuing. It's not the most obvious if you're new. But if you actually play the game a bit, or play the app, use the app, whatever you want to call it, it's a really smooth way. You just need to get familiar with it. I remember the first time I played this, I was so lost. I was trying to find the menu for ages. I actually had to Google it. But now it's basically the perfect solution, in my opinion. One thing I maybe have done differently is put it like right to the left or to the right of the difficulty. Not the compass, but a menu button. To make it more obvious for people that are a little bit, oh look, 53 kilometers to get to France. Ooh, we're closing in, baby. That place up in the top of that little hill, I would love to visit that. That looks dope. Gotta be some sort of like church, monastery type of thing, I believe. Feels that way, maybe it's a fort. Feels like a monastery, but who the fuck knows? Based on that tower, I would say it's a fort. Oh, God, no. Get out of the way. Oh, that's really nice, that building. I guess I would. I love old buildings. Architecture is one of my favorite things to look at. And I do love the old architecture better than the new one. The new one is so minimalistic in a way. And so simple. And just like, let's build it as fast as we can, no matter how the aesthetics are. It's just like, get it down, get it functional. Kind of industrial in a way. Makes me sad that we've gone away from all these old beautiful buildings. A lot of cities across the globe, especially in Sweden, tearing down old neighborhoods with very nice old buildings. takes away some of the cool feeling about the village, city, area, whatever. Takes away some of the culture and the history. And if there's anything I love in this world, it's history. It can teach you so many things. Make you not be able to do the same mistake as others have done before you. Not that we humans listen, but that's another issue. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Ah. What's that movement? I think I should go straight through a car there. I have no idea how that worked. I don't know how the Google car was driving in real life at that point. But it literally actually went straight through the car in the turning lane. Looked really weird. But who knows? It is what it is, right? Oh, come on. To be fair, the music on that playlist isn't that bad. Could have been worse. I'm not really a hip hop or rap guy, so it could have been hip hop or rap. Speaking of music, I think if I had to pick like a favorite song right now, it would be Sunset Jesus by Avicii. I love that song. I can't really tell you why. It just has a good flow to it. Rest in peace, by the way. Sweden actually have a lot of good musicians. What the hell? Okay. This is like the one annoyance I have. They have this like mode you can turn on in the options. Basically a city mode. You will put a pavement, like a virtual pavement, on top of the road and stuff like that, and then it will try to do its best to eliminate the cars. But some cars still pop up over the pavement. And I feel like it takes away a little bit of the immersion for me. So I don't keep it on. Maybe if I did more city-oriented routes, I might keep it on. Or if they can get it to work a little bit better than it does currently. It's still a beta function, I believe. But yeah, cars like these in front of me the entire time is a little bit of an annoyance. Not much. But yeah. I keep forgetting what I want to say. Yeah, well, I actually wonder how long this entire route is going to take me. I'm still trying to work out the next part of the route. You can pre-construct routes using My Maps in Google, and then upload it to this app. And thus, you get a custom-tailored route exactly for you, whichever roads you want to drive on. In this particular route, between Barcelona and Pisa, I decided to let the app do the routing for me, which in itself is a pretty good way as well. It works pretty smooth. I might have gone coastal routes because I just love the coast, but there is absolutely no complaining about this. I actually see something I probably normally wouldn't see, so it's good in a way. Alright, Jesus, I got sweat in my eye. Okay. I have no idea what that is actually. I sincerely doubt it, but maybe if we're lucky, we're gonna get to a place where I used to work. It's just by the French border, pretty much. It's by the coast, so we might not get there. And I'm not sure there's an actual route from that little village to France. I think the road ends in that village, and then it's just one way back. I can't really remember how it goes north. I know south is a dead end, so you can't go south. You have to go the mountain road back to another small town. It's also on the coast actually, but still a bit to the west, more inlandish. It's just the coast goes in a bend, so the village I used to work in was furthest out on the bend. And that other small village had a train station, so that's where the end station was. When you took the train from Girona. And that's actually how I got to and from the village. I took the train from Barcelona up to Girona, and after that other village, I can't remember the name of it. And then my boss actually was nice enough to come pick me up by car. And whenever I was on leave, well, I was on leave once, he dropped me off back at the train station again. And so I could take the train back to Barcelona and then catch my flight home. Something is definitely wrong here. I have no idea how it's happening. Okay. Something really fucked up there, but alright. Yeah. He was a really nice man, honestly. Very special in his own way. South African man, actually. He was about 70, and he had I'm not sure if they were married or not, but she was like 19 or 20. Very special kind of man. Very outspoken as well. He used to, like, we had these dinners and stuff, before and after and stuff when the work ended. He was the owner of the restaurant I worked in. I was the bar manager there. And we had these dinners. It was always on me because I was very neutral in discussions. I didn't want to cause any troubles or stuff like that, you know. Being new in the place, being new on the job. You don't want to ruffle any feathers. The village was kind of small. It had like 3,000 residents when it wasn't summertime. During the summer, they would pretty much up the amount of living in the little village to from 3,000 to around 60,000 people. It's the place where Salvador Dali was born, or he lived. I'm not sure which one. One of them. So it's quite popular town for like bohemians, stuff like that. the more artsy type. Oh no, we're crashing! Okay, oh, we're good. But yeah, what I was saying, so he would get on me for just staying neutral like that. And he was just like, oh, typical Swede, blah, 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 you know. Always so diplomatic, blah, blah, blah. He hated me for it. It bugged him so much. It triggered him beyond belief. So every time we used to have like a real heated debate, like argument between him and his friends, he would always force me into speaking up. I absolutely hated it. I was like, yeah, I lived in one of his friends' houses. Really fucking nice place, by the way. And he would usually force me to take sides against that man. That guy was Dutch, by the way. And he was like one of the nicest people. Took me out in his boat a couple of times. Really nice guy. I didn't stay there very long. The place was kind of dead. The summer wasn't too good. So I decided to move on and move back home. I did not want to stay there for like 9 more months of basically no one in the town. It was just a little bit too much of a wasteland during the non-rush part of the summer. Yeah, so I pretty much know this area in and around itself. Very nice people here. Oh yeah, in Girona there's like really freakishly good restaurants in the middle of the city, if I didn't mention that. I think they have the best Japanese food I've ever tried anywhere, including like places like New York. So it's kind of weird to find that in Spain, I think, especially in a not small town, but not the largest town either, in Girona. Yeah, good times. I miss it sometimes. Not the job. Working on bars sucks. I thought it was gonna be like cool, glamorous, all that stuff when I was young. Let's just say I was young and stupid. It's a pretty shitty job, if you ask me. You get to see people pretty much at their worst almost. Not at the worst like when cops work, you know, but you get to see them from one of their ugly sides, and it's very taxing. And it's not like when people think of bartenders, they start thinking like Tom Cruise in Cocktail, you know, the fly guy being tricksing, you know, making little shows with bottles and everything, getting all the ladies, all that crap. It only shows the good parts. It has a lot of downsides to it, a lot of late nights when the bar's closing, taking inventory, all that boring crap, restocking, everything. It's a very shitty. All the preparations before the night as well, cutting up the fruits, all of it. It's just a drag, and the hours are terrible. When I worked down there in Caracas, as it was called, the little village, I had to work 2 shifts every day, 6 days a week. I only get some days off. And I work from 9 a.m. until lunch, basically 12, doing inventorying, all minor preparations, sorting things out with the waiting staff, the rest of the staff in the restaurant, in the kitchen, and all of that, helping them out if they needed it. And then I would have a couple of hours off, like 3-4 hours in the middle of the day, between 12 and 3-4. And then we get back to work again, work until basically 3 a.m. Imagine having that schedule 6 times a week. It's pretty taxing. I mean, I worked more than most of the other guys in the restaurant because I was managing and stuff like that as well. But it was a real shit show, and I would never wish that schedule on anyone ever. I was drained, and there were so many things that I wanted to do on my time off, and I just did not have the energy or the time to do it. I just had to recover. So it was rough. I'm very glad I quit, but at the same time I still miss it. Well, not the job, but the place. I could potentially see myself getting a house there, like a vacation home. Figueres. I wonder, is that the place? It sounds so familiar. It would make sense as well, with 18 kilometers down. And we had 50 to France before. Then there was a couple of kilometers away to my village, up northeast from there. And there was a couple of kilometers away to the French border. Could be Figueres. I was thinking about. I'm not sure. It really does sound similar. Familiar. Jesus. Oh, my legs are killing me. I'm gonna do at least 10 kilometers more. That's the goal. I'm gonna keep the 40 kilometer a day goal going. That way I can pretty much tell roughly when I'm gonna be done with this route. Ooh. Oh, I know those mountains. I know those ridges. Oh, I know those. They're very familiar. This is really familiar territory. There should be a small airfield. It's going to be like a little bit down that way. It's going to be a very small airfield. They used to do like parachuting and stuff. Lift off with very small planes. Oh, come on, baby. You got this. This is a very straight road. That's very thankful when you're driving these bikes in this get straight roads. plain roads. The distortions are in the images and they're pumping in and out. It's way more easy on you. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. Unless I actually clip through a road when there's height differences. That bothers me. But other than that, the distortion really doesn't bother me anymore. I've gotten so used to it by now. But I can imagine some people can be very sensitive to it. These straight roads are really good for those people. Like driving in and out of, wait, what? What did that red light show? Was it like one orange and one red? I don't know, no idea. Anyways, doesn't matter. Cascada. Okay. I don't think I've actually been to this town. The more I think about it, Figueres has to be the place where the train took. No, old man, get off! Okay, you're off the road. Very nice. Oh, what's that? No coyote. I know what that means. Oh, my Spanish is so rusty. I don't think I've spoken Spanish in like 2 years. Like at all. It's really, really rusty right now. Alright. Closing in on the 999. Let's go. Oh my god. Railroad. Yeah, Railroad Brothers, let's go. Okay. Come on. I mean, if we're lucky, we're actually going to go to Figueres. That way I can tell for sure if that's the city. I don't even know if that's the railroad. I think it's the railroad that I had to go on to get up here. I don't think there's one straight by the coast. It has to be that one. But I'm not sure. It feels like it has to be that one. Has to be. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm not very talkative right now. I'm just trying to get myself through the pain. 8 kilometers to go. You got this. Oh my God. That's alright, 990. It's the magic number. So I was right the first time. I just overthought myself. I'm stupid. Okay, thank you. Sometimes the brain just doesn't connect. Oh. What's up, dude? Keep going, brother. Ooh. Ride like the moon, my friend. Oh. Just don't stop pedaling. That's the key. Don't stop. Breathe. Breathe in deep, breathe out slow. It's a good way of controlling the pulse. Ooh. Now I wish I was back at the physical shape I was in like 5 years ago. So much better shape. The air in the north killed my physique. Truly madly deeply good. I think I gained like 15 kilos or 20. Yeah, probably closer to 20. And 1.5 years around that time. It was not a good year. Good time. Oh, come on. There you go. Ooh. I mean, anybody that actually likes biking and all that in real life, like actually competes in cycling or marathons, all those long distance type things, they must be gluttons for punishment. They really must love to torture themselves. I get the challenge part of it, but still, it's absolute torture. Even more so when people do it at the gym, you just straight up and down, running on a treadmill or stationary bike like I'm doing right now, except without this app or some other kind of stimuli. And they're still just going at it, hammering away. I can't believe those people. Like, are you for real? Is this really how you want to spend your time? They must love torturing themselves. Oh. God, I can almost smell the atmosphere. Oh, smell the trees. Oh, glorious Spain. Mediterranean region. There's some really nice places. I absolutely love the Mediterranean. Something's really weird right now. I have no idea where I'm actually supposed to be going. I guess this was the correct way. It's just some really weird knock right now. Okay. This was extremely weird. I think I'm back on the highway. Okay. Jesus. What the? I have no idea what the mapping did there. That was really freakishly weird. At first I had to go left, and I end up on the highway, and then I go back right to get teleported to some other road. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Oh yeah. It should be Figueres that we can see right over there in the distance, if I'm not mistaken. I at least hope I'm not, because that would be embarrassing. And the coast should be like right over, a little bit off on those some of the trees on all the right. And then the mountains divide. Well, mountains, but the hills divide. The smaller villages along the coast. There's some nice flowers. 3 kilometers ago, like 3.5. Getting closer. Oh, you got this. God damn it. Actually driven here. I believe we stopped to refuel on that one, I think. Alright. Figueres. Figueres was the end of the game. The train ride. Most definitely. Good to know. My memory still has some functionality. Ooh. Although I thought it was a little bit more to the coast. I thought I had to reach to the coast, but clearly I'm mistaken. Can't be right all the time. Can't remember everything perfectly all the time. We're only human, right? Franca! Yeah. Oh yeah. Before I forget, protect Earth. Penguins live here. Let's go. Penguins. Penguins might be one of the cutest animals on this planet. I swear, I absolutely love penguins. They're so cool to watch. The way they effortlessly glide through the water is just so sick to watch. They're so damn adorable as well. Come on, 1.7. My legs are really starting to fail me. 29 to France. Good to know my memory isn't dog shit. Okay, where are you actually taking me? This is really weird. Probably not that part. But alright, fair enough. Ooh. 1 hour, 10 minutes in. Ooh. 1 kilometer left. Just one more. One more today. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Pick up the pace. Cream whatever left. That's just, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Really wish you could like go multiplayer on these bike rides and ride next to each other and just like chat while you do it. That would be an amazing feature. It would be absolutely incredible. Try to keep even pace. That ain't something challenging enough, I think. Oh man. Oh, come on. Well, these about out of there. Okay. I just want to see if I can find one sign that says catechase. That would make my day. But I'm not gonna find it today. Maybe I'll get one tomorrow. When I pick it back up. Oh, we're done. I'm literally done. Oh Jesus. I'm afraid to stand up. My thighs are absolutely burning. Oh dear God. Anyways, thank you for watching. And if you're interested in this technology, this is a Oculus Quest virtual reality headset. Stationary bike and controller right here on the bike handle, and a sensor on the crank to the pedal. Is all technology along with this app from Virtual. It's Virtual.com. I'll put a link to the webpage in the description to this video. And if you like what you're seeing, if you like this tour, if you like everything, feel free to drop a subscribe and keep on following the rest of the journey. Anyways, peace out.